Okay. There we go. Alright, so... oh my god, I just want to be able to... There we go, perfect. Okay. So, this game is Invisible Strings. It's Westworld by way of the apocalypse. Powered by the apocalypse world. Yeah. And first thing I'm doing is porting my working design document from Google Docs into InCopy because I like it more. I've been using it for Misbehave and it's working out better. So what was that? Oh yeah. Really all I was doing was taking things and making them like readable. So like touchstones for it are Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, iRobot, Westworld, Dollhouse, Ghost in the Shell standalone complex, Soma, Black and White, Choice of Robots. So a thing about my touchstones, they like de-escalate, I guess is the best word to use. Like it goes from things that have the most influence in a category down to like things that have the least. Okay, this is semi-bold. Also, the big thing about this game is I intend for it to be Twitch integrated, which has been interesting so far. Gonna make that. Okay. I think the idea that I've landed on is pretty much just like set up a set of guidelines for either PhantomBot or RevloBot, most likely Revlo, that like facilitate the whole process of the game being Twitch integrated. Alright, so like these pros and cons, way harder to like format well. Oh yeah, I forgot I also have to like or wait, no, that's not what I need to do. I need to change the way a basic paragraph works. So I think it's style options, hyphenation. Fewest hyphens, fuck, impossible. Don't hyphenate. Don't hyphenate. And really, don't hyphenate. Okay. There we go. I dislike hyphens. Well, no, that's not true. I like hyphens. I don't like hyphens in this case. Alright, so... this actually shouldn't be italic. It should just be regular. Oh, right, no. Actually, yeah, no, that's right-ish. Trying to make something so it's readable for myself later is hard. Yes. That looks closer to right. Okay. Twitch integration and implementation, that's definitely not hard at all to say. And I kind of decided on this really last minute, so things are a little everywhere. Alright, italic. Alright, so I think, oh geez, not that one. Medium. Medium. Let's go with medium italic, and maybe that'll make things stand out enough. Please. Brain, please. Okay. Alright, Okay. And what I'm doing now is just like italicizing things that I want to remember while working on the game. Medium metallic. Supermassive black hole. Supermassive black hole. Supermassive black hole. Supermassive black hole. Alright, I never did figure out GM roles and responsibilities, which I'll do once I figure out what players do. Because that's most important. 14. Right? Yeah. 14. 14. This should be italic. I'm very good at this. Italic. And 14 point. I could probably just go back and copy paste, but that's like effort. Alright, and then the part that I want to work on now. Basic moves. So this is when we go into lovely split screen, which I had set up. Alright, so basic moves from Apocalypse World are like act under fire, going aggro, so like sucker someone, moves that you can use in battle, or no, the move is called in battle. Yeah, no, I was right. Moves that you can use in battle that are summarized elsewhere. So like seizing by force. Let's do some manipulate. Read a sitch. I think the biggest the moves that I definitely want something like are manipulate, not seduce, but just straight. It's gonna say manipulate a person, manipulate a situation. Read a situation. Read a person. Let's go with profile. Because in this, I feel like you're more likely to, when you're reading someone or something, you're more likely to read it clinically. Though, we're gonna put some question marks here, because it's got some connotations. Why don't I just put, you're probably gonna use the same, like, stat for rolling. So it's not the mechanic that's a problem, it's like what it actually does. I think the equivalent to like opening your brain, like gazing into the abyss, studying up basically, asking the internet. I think it's gonna be like check social media. As opposed to open your brain. And this is also gonna have a question mark. Let's see. Assist or assist. Oh, sweet. There we go. Mutual interference, lifestyle. Lifestyle, working gigs. I don't think that's a thing that I'll have in. There's definitely gonna be a rapport. Like, instead of hex, you're just gonna have rapport with people. Like, how well do you know them? How well are you going to know them for the next time you need to, like, interact with them? Oh geez, I went too far. I went way too far. But there's bookmarks now. Yeah! Alright, so act under fire. I do know that there needs to be some kind of act under fire. This is the wrong size, isn't it? Nope, it's the right size. Okay. Is this the wrong size then? No. Okay. Act under fire. Except I'm not quite sure what that'll be called. Anyway. as opposed to HX. Alright, I also feel like there's gonna be other things that you can do, but those might be more playbook dependent. Like, if you're an HR person, you'll basically have more weird. You'll be more connected to, hopefully more connected to, like, what people care about. What's up, cat? I'm working on invisible strings. And writing out my basic moves. Oh, do you mean rapport? Sounds like the Westworld version of the Red String of Fate. I mean, yeah, basically it is. Or no, I think what you're thinking of is the check social media thing. Which, check social media is literally like going and digging in your own tag. Like, it would be like, so I don't know how much of a phenomenon this is for other people, but if you're into something like slightly obscure, sometimes you'll find that the artist goes and searches for themselves on Twitter, and it's not healthy. So I'm kind of making that a mechanic. Let's see. But first things first, I want Act Under Fire. So let's read what Act Under Fire does. When you do something, yeah, I hope it's as legit as it sounds. When you do something under fire, or dig in to endure fire, roll plus cool. On a 10 plus, you do it. On a 7 and 9, you flinch, hesitate, or stall. The MC can offer you a worse outcome, a hard bargain, or an ugly choice. On a miss, be prepared for the worst. So, basically what it does is it's a test of your mettle. To see how much or how capable you are of not fucking up. So what would that be? In Monster Hearts, it's hold steady. In a couple of other games, it's essentially also hold steady or act under fire. Maybe take a breath. Take a deep breath. Yeah. Because that sounds like something you would hear in a seminar, like on dealing with stressors in the workplace. So, when faced with difficulties, why are you hyphenating? Who gave you permission? Oh my god. Okay. Gonna have to flip. There we go. Alright, character style? No. Alright, new. No, that's not the one I want. This is the one I want. Okay, style options. Hyphenation. Yeah, okay. So Why you ain't doing it? Alright, style options. I really, really hate hyphens, you guys. Oh wait, I can just do that and it shouldn't hyphenate ever. There we go. So, when faced with difficulties that may truly test your limits, or push you beyond them, roll plus stat on a 10 plus. The breath you take calms your mind. Calms your mind and body. So you can focus. On a 7 and 9. On a 7 and 9, you're capable there are obvious complications. Obviously complications. Let's see. So I don't know what those would be. So I'm just gonna put some shit here eventually about what the fuck that even means. And that part of the move might just need to get rewritten in the end. On a miss, you wonder why you ever listened. No, I'm not gonna write that, that's mean. So seminars, mandatory seminars. Are ever worth anything. And you should prepare for the worst. That's the best way to say it. Prepare for the worst. Whoop. Okay. Manipulate a situation or person. I guess I can continue reading this. You can read under fire to mean any kind of serious pressure. Yeah. Call for this move when someone does something requiring unusual discipline, resolve, endurance, or care. I often like to say things like, okay, act under the fire, and the fire is just how badly this is going to hurt. The fire is the fact that, you're gonna fucking dive into a well, Blue Jay. And the fire is, can you really get that close to her without her noticing? And the fire is, if you fuck it up, they'll be on your ass. So, in this game, the difficulties would be like, you can do it, but the AI isn't as advanced as you'd like it to be. This particular bit of code can be pushed out now if you act under, or if you take a deep breath. But eventually you're going to need to sit down and really like tweak this code and like roll and make a move to do that, or have someone else do it for you, etc., etc. So let's see. And these are just like examples. I don't know. Is there Go aggro like equivalent in this game? What would going aggro be like in a corporate setting? Or would that be something that depends on the playbook that you're playing? I'm not entirely sure. All signs point to probably not. There's probably no go aggro. So let's see. Manipulate a situation. Sucker someone. There is gonna be something for that, but I want to like. Well, no. I think sucker someone. Let's see. When you attack someone unsuspecting or helpless, ask the GM if you, or, wow, MC if you could miss. If you could, treat it as going aggro, but your victim has no choice but to cave and do what you want. If you couldn't, you simply inflict. Okay, that's a part of go aggro. Battle moves aren't something that I would have to think about. Seduce or manipulate. When you try to seduce, manipulate, bluff, fast talk, or lie to someone, tell them what you want them to do and give them a reason. Tell them what you wanted them to do, give them a reason, and roll plus hot. For NPCs, on a 10+, they go along with you unless or until some fact or action betrays the reason that you gave them. Alright, so right. On a 7 and 9, they'll go along with you, but they need concrete reassurance or corroboration for blah blah blah. For PCs, if they go along, they mark experience. If they refuse, erase one of their stat highlights. On a miss, be prepared for the worst. Alright, so why are you like this? And copy, please. Alright, let's. Nope. I can't do anything. My god. Alright, I'm gonna try a thing real quick. I'll be back, friends. Okay, it's fixed. I'm not having a very good day. Okay, so, seduce, or, well, no, manipulate a person or situation. So, I think it's gonna be implicit in the game that you could use, if you really wanted to, sex to get what you wanted. But, like, this is boardroom bullshit at its finest. So, like, think maybe instead of manipulate a person, it would be actually no. This one. Find leverage. Because that's what you're doing when you're like when you're trying to read a sitch or read a person. You're trying to find leverage, a thing you can use. And I think in this game it's going to be far more explicit that that's what you're really deep down trying to do. Not even deep down, what you're really trying to do. Period. The end. Okay, can you, no? Okay. Semi-bold. And do 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 do. Realize you. Okay. Alright, so manipulate a person's sound. That's great. Alright, so manipulate a person slash situation. I think I might need to define fine. Well, no. Some form of leverage you've acquired to goad a person into, oh my god, what Steam? No. Let's goad a person into your way of thinking. For NPCs, let's get back up to the move. There we go. For NPCs, what does that mean? On a 10 plus, I've been convinced enough to go along with, wow, your plans until something can convince them otherwise. Something or someone. Wow, on a 7 to 9, they need either assurances or basically they need tit for tat. They'll acquire something from you in return for agreeing. For now, following your lead. for PCs on a 10 plus. Also, I should potentially, well, no, I'm gonna keep this in here. Plus stat. Okay, whoop, there we go. We're gonna do that. There we go. This is nicer. This is cleaner. That's not supposed to be there. Okay. For NPCs on a 10 plus, you can offer them either experience it's experience, recompense, or I feel like maybe there's gonna be something for favors. No. Actually, oh, yeah, no. Experience or a, put this in square brackets, favor. On a 7 to 9, you must offer both. For a situation, alright, how do you manipulate a situation? On a 10 plus, let's see, on a 10 plus, you're able to find an exploitable point on a 7 and 9. I do want to make this so that like it can apply to code or a literal situation. Because I mean, code is a situation. Code is an entire ordeal. Let's be real. Did I remember to change this back? Yeah, I did. Okay. Much baby on a 7 and 9, what do you get? Let's change this to find and make swift use of an exploitable point. On the 7 to 9, you 7 and 9 choose one. you can either openly exploit the moment, or gain, we're gonna put this in parentheses, hold, like +1 hold on one NPC or PC involved. Actually, we're going to switch the order those are in. One PC or NPC involved. On a miss for all of these, be prepared for the worst. Now be prepared for things to come back to you tenfold. No, just come back to you. Alright, so find leverage. Reading a person or situation. Alright, when you read a charge situation, roll plus sharp. On a hit, you can ask the MC. Okay. Alright. Find leverage. So, when you look for leverage, leverage against a person or in a situation, roll plus, well, stat. On a 10 plus, you can ask the MC or player 3. Yeah, I like the 3 questions. On a 7 and 9, ask 1. I think in this case, it's not, you don't get a +1. A situation that you can later exploit. Later exploit and manipulate. Which means these two are gonna have to switch spots so it flows better. Nope. Okay. Copy. And there we go. Got to set you free, I can't be nobody. You come looking at me like I got to set you free, you can't be nobody. Alright. On a miss, you must answer 1 for the MC or player. Alright, so then questions go here. And I don't think these are gonna change. Well, no, they're gonna change. Yeah, they're gonna change. I think it's gonna be more stuff like who's most in control here. Or who's, yeah, I think who's truly in control here is definitely gonna be a question that gets asked. And then things like, do I have enemies here? What's the biggest threat to my plans? Things like that. This is a game where you're supposed to be out for yourself. Alright, so check social media. The open your brain to the psychic maelstrom. I don't know. Let's read a person I rolled into. Find leverage. Overview the World Psychic Maelstrom roll plus weird. On a hit, the MC tells you something new and interesting about the current situation. On a 10 plus, the MC gives you good detail. On a 7 and 9, the MC gives you an impression. If you already know all there is to know, the MC will tell you that. And that's on either a 7 to 9 or a 10. Run away, run away, run, children. Oh, here it comes, Sarah. I mean, really, was social media gonna be anything else? Anything but the psychic maelstrom? Okay, so yeah, social media. On a miss, be prepared for the worst. How do I want to spin this? I don't know. I think I might want to come back to it. Or, you know what? Let's look at some other Powered by the Apocalypse games. Like, let's see, what's Powered by the Apocalypse? Dungeon World is, but Dungeon World also uses, like, weird. I think Mass. Let's see, adult moves, basic moves, okay. Directly engage a threat. Unleash your powers. When you unleash your powers to overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, or extend your senses, roll plus freak. Maybe. Pierce the mask, defend. This isn't quite. Yeah, it's not quite what I'm going for. Okay. Monster of the week. I think this is what I want. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what else. Manipulate, protect, read a bad situation. I think the closest thing might be use magic, which is still not quite. And check social media is kind of, it's too narrow. So what do I want to call it instead? Um, oh my god, there's totally a word for this in, like, in social media marketing. And I can't think of what it is. It's when you, like, look at all of the figures and stuff. Check analytics. There we go. So, there we go. When you look at the... Yeah, Monster of the Week is pretty close to Apocalypse World mechanically. And I think this is just a little bit too far away from what Apocalypse World is mechanically, that I have to like stretch things really fucking far. So when you look at the graphs, facts, and figures that detail the inner workings of the park, oh wait, no, wait, gain insight. There we go. That's the wording that I'm looking for. Thanks, typing. Alright, so when you look at the graphs, facts, and figures that detail the inner workings of the park to gain insights, roll plus stat. Which, I mean, it's still functioning as opening your brain to the maelstrom. It's just a matter of what is the maelstrom. And in this case, the maelstrom is everything that makes up this park. So, the giant, unknowable cogs that are turning and making the clockwork that is this park. So on a hit, the MC... Honestly, all my brain can think of right now is the MC drops some knowledge on your bitch ass. That of course is not what I want to say for this move. But yeah, we're gonna put this in square brackets if you can't tell, and if you haven't been in any of my game dev streams before. Square brackets means I don't know the words that fit this setting that should go here, but here's what I'm basically trying to say. That's my note to myself. Hopefully when I go to publish like any of this, I remember to take out all the square brackets. Alright, so on a hit, the MC drops some fucking knowledge on that ass. On a 10 plus, the MC gives you good details. Yo, what's up, Sith Master? There's some things happening. There we go, that's better. Now people can actually read what's on my screen instead of me reading it. Let's see. Open your brain. On a 10 plus, the MC gives you good details on... Alright, wait. See. So I think I want to describe what you're looking for and what that looks like. So on a 10 plus, CMC gives you good details that can act as leverage with statistics to back them up. I don't know how to spell. On a 7 to 9, that's okay. There we go. 7 to... Fuck. There we go. On a 7 to 9, honestly, impressions is probably the best word, because I think it's the one that I see thrown around the most. And no, on a miss, it's just that nothing adds up. And you can ask someone else for help. Alright, and actually I think leverage is gonna have to have an uppercase. Leverage is sounding like a mechanic. It's not that there's an anomaly detected, because it's not quite looking into the maelstrom, it's just that nothing is quite adding up. But you can't tell where it's not adding up. Like, let's say you look at all the data for, like, hosts in your park, but you can't, like, some of them just stop doing things and will launch into, like, soliloquies that are from this other thing where they were working in a different park and it was a different attraction, and whatever, it's fine. Like, maybe it just means that you haven't wiped their memories, but everyone always wipes their memories. It's part of protocol. It's weird. Basically it's weird, and it is basically an anomaly has occurred. But, or, maybe we'll go with an anomaly has occurred. That's, yeah. Yeah, from the host side, it would be, yeah, this whole game is from the park side instead of the host side. Maybe at some point, like, if I kickstart this or whatever and it gets to a certain goal, I'll write a park game and a host game so they could go side by side. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was saying leverage. That can lead to leverage. On a miss, there are holes in the data, and it just doesn't quite add up. There we go. So definitely from looking you know that something is wrong, but fucked if you know what's actually wrong. I was looking for other occurrences of the word leverage, because this is turned into a mechanic. Leverage is now a mechanic. Or I think this is the mechanic. It's all tied to manipulating. Get behind me now anyway. Get behind me. Get behind me now anyway. Yeah, I think instead of hold, it's actually leverage. Yeah. So, oh my god, this whole game is just about, like, rolling sharp enough and in enough different ways. And then using it. Which is basically... Yeah. Like, basically that's what Apocalypse World is. It's gaining the right kinds of hold, i.e. leverage, and using it in the way that's best suited to your character. I mean, that's one of the ways that you can play Apocalypse World. Okay. And then it's just like, how does your playbook use leverage? Okay. So assist, which is help or hinder, help or interfere. Yeah. Basically, Maeve. And in this game, oh my god, that would be terrifying. In this game, because it's Twitch integrated, Sith Master basically means that Twitch chat found the leverage against your players and made a PC. And if that's not the most terrifying thought you could ever have for a streamed game, I don't know what is. Like, the chaos of Twitch chat is now a player character with, like, health and moves and motivations, and they have way more power. But yes, Maeve, basically in this game, Maeve found the right leverage to become a PC. And it's not that she was a PC, it's that the person playing, like, the behavioral character rolled really, really poorly and had to give up their character, but, like, fictionally positioned things where the new character is Maeve. Someone who was in the park and now, like, that's their dark secret, that they want to start the robot uprising within the fucking park. And that's who they're playing now. I hope that becomes a real thing in the series. Like, Maeve comes back and it's just like, hello, I would like a job. Alright, let's make this more readable for me. Do 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 do. Oh wait, no. That is, yeah, it's 2 line breaks. Oh, I know why it looks so big. There we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll put a spoiler alert on it. Whoops. But I mean, if really, I hope you've watched Westworld before coming here to watch me make a game about Westworld. If not, sorry, spoilers. It's been out for like a month in completion. Alright, so assist or assist. Assist or quote-unquote assist. So menu, choose to, I mean, this basically isn't going to change. So I think I'm just going to... shit ain't really gonna change. There we go. Because, I mean, I really like the helper interfere mechanic. Sorry, cat. Oh my god, you knew what you were getting into. Wow, good job, Spotify. This is definitely not Blue Orchid at all. Like, not even in the least bit. Let's see. Rapport. So hex. Character is allowed to interfere with someone making a roll against her. Alright. Alright, so this is close as the game gets to making opposed rolls. One character pulls out her SMG and opens up on another. Jesus, I dive behind like the old tractor and try to make my way around behind you. MC, roll plus cool to do something over fire. Like, I just stand here and wait for you to get away? No way. I chase after you. I jump up on top of the trailer and I rain down hell. So basically, both people roll hex and the better roll gets the thing. Try to reach each other. Blah. Okay. So I'm gonna make a note to myself that's like the whole damn mechanic. It's not really changing for this. Okay, where'd you go? Lifestyle. Lifestyle isn't a problem, really, because I think that's going to be determined more by the park and tags that you choose for the park, rather than, like, anything that an individual player chooses. So if the park says, yeah, we're cutting back on, like, costs by having you commute to work every day, you're fucking stuck with a place that makes you commute. If the park is like, hey, we've got enough money and enough, like, people financing this, we don't have to cut money there. Leverage could be barter. Like, closer to barter. Because, yeah, it is. Well, I mean, how much is a coder going to get into? Or, yeah. I don't know. I feel like barter might still be... The idea of barter, not actually barter, might still be a mechanic. Just not... It's not quite leverage. Leverage is still closer to hold. And you can, like... Leverage is actually closer to strings. And... leverage is still closer to, hold. Or strings in Monster Hearts. That's what I was trying to say. I think barter still has a place. Because you basically might need to use leverage to try and get barter, to try and, like, smuggle information out of a park, or fly in this exec, like board of directors exec that you're friends with that actually got you your job. I think that's gonna be another mechanic. Let me crap, where am I gonna put this? Player roles and responsibilities. Put it here. Potential mechanics. So we've got leverage. Basically strings from Monster Hearts. And something like barter. There's a better word for it. So money, goods, info. You can trade to swing things your way, etc. There's better words for that. I will figure them out later. Yeah. Yeah, the park is based on money. There's still going to be like, the park brings in this much money, kind of like a score in Blades. Like, your score brings in this much coin, this much goes to the crew, or in this case the park, and this much goes to the players. But I mean, if one of the players is an accountant, it might be, oh, look, there's only a half a coin for your salary this month. Sorry. Maybe, like, we've got you this wonderful, like, between the players, it's actually, hey, you take a pay cut for this month, and we'll get you better toys, which will make your rolls better later on. And if the players, like, their secret, crazy, whatever plan is, hey, so I'm gonna do this thing where I basically make hosts and make my own private park somewhere. They're just like, yeah, no, that's great. I'm gonna need like these parts, etc., etc. They're perfectly fine with taking the pay cut because they're actually still paying themselves. So yeah. I want things like that to be possible. And I am so glad I am streaming this just so that I have a record of me having said that. I think that might also be a mechanic. Outside gigs. But yeah, let's see, gigs and scarcity. Where's Hex? Tell me about Hex. Oh wait, no, I think that's like under end of session end. Yeah. Okay, there we go. At the end of every session. I feel like there's definitely like a PR playbook that's basically, it's gonna have a move that's basically, I put a spell on you. Maybe it'll be called Now You're Mine. Like, oh man. Now I'm thinking about playbooks, but first we want basic moves. Okay, so rapport. Wow. At the end of a session, every session, choose one character who knows you better, knows knows you better. I don't think, well, one, I don't have a name for any of the stats, but this is still the hex move. Rapport is just a different name for hex. And it's basically who do you know better? I think there are gonna be, oh, well, the assists. It's basically who do you know better so you can use. So, alright, oh, no. I don't know. I don't think that would be, like, plus whatever the equivalent of cool is gonna be. At the end of every session, choose one character who knows you better than they did at the start. If there's more than one. I don't want to say, like, yeah, just choose at your whims. Yeah, leverage your hex. That would be the thing. Also, I want to check. Why is my phone all the way over there? Alright, I'm gonna write this out. And we're gonna go to a quick break because it's been an hour and a half now. And also I'm thirsty. And I don't think this is gonna change too much. This shit ain't changing either. Alright, so yeah, at the end of every session, choose a character who knows you better than they used to. If there's more than one, choose at your whim. Tell that player to add +1 to... No, I think in this case... No. Yeah, I think people should give out rapport. Alright, yeah, wait. This is a lie. It's at your whim. Yeah, we're gonna say choose at your whim. If they feel they also... If they feel they understand you better as well. Basically, I want it to be, is this a one-sided thing? Does someone know you better without you knowing them better as well? Because if that's imbalance, then they gain 2, I think. I think that's what it's gonna be. Alright, let's see. Choose on your whim. If they or you feel you them better as well, both gain +1 rapport. Otherwise, they gain only they gain +2 rapport. And I think this is gonna go 2-5, so once you hit 4 instead of hitting 3, then it rolls over into experience because of the +2. I don't think I need the only. This brings them to +5 for they set to +1 for gain experience. Ooh. I think this is different. They reset to +1 rapport, that's definitely the same. And can choose to gain either leverage or experience. So basically, if someone interacts with you enough, which I mean, yeah, if someone interacts with you enough, they can gain leverage over you over time. Just enough interaction, being patient enough, you can gain more rapport. And I think there is going to be someone with a move that's like you always gain more, or you always start with like +1 or +2 rapport instead of like everyone at baseline 0. Or maybe that someone has a move where it's like you always gain leverage and experience. Though that might be too overpowered. Maybe it's like a seasonal advance thing. So seasonal advances on monster hearts. We'll put that there as an idea. Alright, either experience or leverage. So if yeah, or if someone gains leverage on you, you also gain leverage on them. That might be like, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know a lot of things right now. I'm literally just, I'm going from here's some theories and shit to here are some moves, so in theory I could test this. So if no one knows you better, choose a character who doesn't know you as well as they thought. Or choose, okay, I think yeah, this is going to be the reverse. So the reverse of what I have. If no one knows you better, choose a character doesn't know you quite as well as they thought, or anyone at your leisure. That's not the right word. Whim is definitely the right word. They take -1. Oh wow, that is not a minus at all. They take -1 rapport with you. This brings them to -5 rapport you reset to 0. Yeah, we'll just 0 pour and gain experience. So there's no chance for you to get leverage at negative rapport, but at positive rapport, you can. There's that option there. Okay. So I think that's most of my basic moves done. Like, I don't know that outside gigs are gonna be I think they might be a thing, but I think that'll be a thing that I'll figure out later whether or not they are. Lifestyle is going to be alright, so lifestyle determined by tags chosen for the park, not the individual players. Wow. Okay, individual players. There we go. Okay, I'm back. Gosh, what was I even... Okay, let's say... we were talking about harm and healing. Like, what the fuck does that even look like in this game? That's honestly a really good question. I don't know what this looks like in this game. So, potential mechanics. Harm and healing. more a social thing. Maybe it's disgrace and redemption. I don't know. Redemption isn't the right word. Disgrace and several question marks. Who even knows? I sure as fuck don't. It was a perfect illusion. Alright, let's see. What else? Barter. Barter is a thing that I'm thinking about. I just have to figure out what barter is and what it means. Insight. By default, no one has focus or access to insight. It's a hocus thing. Augury. There's some circumstances for augury, which is basically just these are moves that can happen but don't happen in every game. Changing highlighted stats. Oh yeah. So there's start of session stuff that are gonna be mechanics and give you experience. Highlighting stats. Probably certain moves. And I think start of session is when outside gigs, if they happen, are gonna occur. Battle moves. Battle moves is gonna be in the whole Harmon healing thing. Yeah. And I think Harmon healing and dealing harm, whatever, if that becomes a thing, and whatever it becomes, is more likely to give you leverage than to do damage. Or you can choose to take leverage or damage to someone's reputation. So maybe not disgrace, but reputation and still a bunch of question marks because I don't know what that's gonna be. PvP situations, single combat, tactical and support moves, subterfuge. I don't think vehicle combat is gonna factor